to show up. Last week, like I said, they gave up a whopping 825 yards of offense to the Bobcats. We need some more offensive consistency. They can't give up the ball. Last week, they had 3 turnovers. So that will definitely be a big key to the game. And also today, guys, only 9 players suiting up for the Bobcats. They're missing a key contributor in number 8, Mason Riddle. So we definitely need to have quality time from everybody getting in there, getting some playing time. And also we really need to monitor the health of these ball players as temperatures are expected to be in the mid to upper 90s. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get starting lineups and we will prepare for the kickoff. You are watching Bearcat football on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. six-man football, just a little bit of a general information for you. Throw everything you know about traditional football completely out the window, ladies and gentlemen, because this is glorified schoolyard football at its best. You have a 1st and 15 instead of a 1st and 10. The field is 80 yards long by 40 yards wide instead of the traditional 100-yard field. Touchdowns are still worth 6 points. Traditional 2-point conversion is worth 1. You kick it through the end zone, or through the uprights, it's worth 2. Field goals are worth 4 points in six-man football. And the biggest one, guys, the two biggest one is, first, nobody can pass the line of scrimmage without a visible lateral behind the line of scrimmage. And second, everybody is eligible. Brock Doherty set to return as it's a kick out of bounds. And it looks like the Bearcats will set up shop at the 35-yard line. 25-yard line. First and 10 from the 25 for the Bearcats. Owen Doherty will start under center.
Maybe it went out of the 20. First down Bearcats from their 30-yard line.
Smith, Cranston, Hoffmeister, Cranston in motion. Pitch is going to be given to Doherty. He's going to lose it but fall on it.
Pitch back to Doherty, was on the ground, but the Bearcats recovered.
And the Bearcats starting off sluggish right off the bat. Loss of 2 for the Bearcats. Wolverines running a 3-man front on defense.
Doherty lines up under center.
Doherty under center, I left. Cranston into motion. Pitch back to Brock Doherty looking to pass.
He throws it deep. Intended for number
Flag
15,
on the play. And the pass is incomplete. Ball was going to be intended for Coulter Cranston. And we got a roughing the passer play on the Wolverines. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. And an automatic first down.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down for the
Definitely an obvious call there, as Brock was already let go of the ball, and he was
first and 15 from the 37-yard line.
thrown hard down onto the ground. I right. Owen Doherty under center. Cranston with the motion. Handoff to Doherty.
Off to Doherty up the middle.
And he's going to be brought down by freshman Joseph Reese. Gain of 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. And we're going to have second and long, as Coach Ontai is going to sub in an entire new defense. 3-3 for the defense. Doherty, pitch back to Hoffmeister. Hoffmeister's going to lose it. Ball still on the ground. And Hoffmeister will recover the ball, but it's going to be a 15-yard, closer to 20-yard loss for the Bearcats. It's going to bring up third down and 27 yards. Call it a country mile if you want there, Wes. But it's third and extremely long. Hoffmeister in the backfield. Doherty under center. Pro left. Pitch back to the Hoff. Ball's on the ground. And the Bearcat offense just continues to move backwards as we got 4th and a mile now. And you can almost guarantee that Coach Cranston is going to send his big left footer, Cade Smith, back to punt. Bearcats started off hot last week. West getting a touchdown on the first possession. Hoffmeister with a really nice reception. Smith back to punt.
Smith with the punt.
Ball's going to travel, hit the ground at the 30, and go out of bounds right about the 22-yard line,
Wolverines.
where the Wolverines will set up offense. See if the Bearcats could keep the Wolverine offense out of the end zone. Bearcat defense, you got Peyton Cranston, Brock Doherty, Cade Smith, Hoffmeister, Coulter Cranston, and Cowboy. This Provost under center, T formation.
Provost pitches it to Harris.
Pitch back to Harris.
Right side.
Harris going to take it down the right side and be smashed out of bounds. Nice hit by Hoffmeister.
Hoffmeister. Not before he gains 4 yards.
As
Bring up second down and 11.
Hoff gets a nice hit. Gain of 4 on the play for Harris, and it'll be second and 11. Say a long 11 for the Wolverines. Owen Doherty checking in on the defensive front. He'll be on the left defensive end. Provost under center, T formation. Ball's going to hit the ground. There's Provost. He's going to somehow hand it off to Harris, but the ref's going to blow the whistle, so we'll have a dead ball. No gain on the play.
Bring up third down and 11.
And we're going to have third down and 11 for the Wolverines. Bearcat defense so far doing a good job against the run, but that's only two offensive plays, and we got an awful long football game ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. .652 left. Provost to Raider, left side. And we got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be in the vicinity of holding, perhaps. Take a look and see what holding on the offense.
Gain of 5 for Raider. We have holding against the Wolverines.
Raider with the 5-yard gain, but looks like it could be negated. We'll wait and see what Coach Cranston wants to do. We're going to take the play and a loss of 10, and we'll chalk it up to
we now have
third down and 16. 3-man front. Looking like we're going to get lined up for the Bearcats. Cranston, Cowboy, and Peyton Cranston, Cowboy, and Coulter Cranston on the front. Hoffmeister, the safety, and Cade Smith and Brock Doherty, the linebackers. Provost drops back, looks to pass with a dart to Dutton. And it looks like they're going to be right there at the markers, and the referee's going to just wait and see. He's right at the marker. Looks like he got enough for a first down. I'm not going to argue that one bit. And
we're going to move the ball to the sideline to measure. First down, Wolverines.
Why they wouldn't just move the chains out there to the field is beyond me, but.
That's where you got tackled is on the sideline, so mark it right where you can go
Yeah.
instead of go to the middle where you don't know.
Yeah, good call.
Provost drops back.
Provost, handoff to Raider. Right side, flag on the play. Raider looks like he had
but we do have a flag on the play.
close to a first down carry. Say he stepped out about 3-4 yards short. Got holding on the offense, however. So we'll knock that 10 yards back. We'll start that play right over. First and 25.
First and 25 for the Wolverines.
You got 6:15 left and counting in the first quarter. It sure is a hot one out there, Wes. I'll tell you, thank goodness we're at least baking in a A nice shed up here instead of being outside getting sunburnt. Provost under center. Going to toss it back to Raider. And he's going to be brought down after a 2-yard gain by Peyton Cranston and his brother Coulter Cranston.
Gain of about 3.
3-yard gain on the carry, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 22. Wolverines coming off of a big win over Prairie last weekend, 55-36. If you ever happen to check out the Mile High Prep Report, Mile High Sport Report run by my good friend Anthony Garcia out of Monte Vista, Wolverines did crack the top 10 last week. Harris with a toss on the right side. We're going to have another flag, and I want to say that's in the vicinity of possibly a face mask. Looks like it was a face. I'm going to say it was a face mask or a horse collar. Either way, we'll have a personal foul, and it will be a 15-yard penalty. Face mask.
Personal foul, face mask against the Wolverines.
Okay. Interesting. I would have.
Was that on the runner? Was he?
I want to say that his hand was out in front of the runner. The runner's hand was out in front of the defender's face, and literally just had a handful of the face mask for that stiff arm. But you know, you get into the pros and even up into the college levels. I never see an offensive face mask for the runner like that. So that's an interesting call.
After the penalty.
2nd and a quarter mile for the Wolverines. We're going to say 2nd and 30. 4:46 left, 4:45 and counting. Toss to Harris on the right side, and he's going to be taken out of bounds after a 3, maybe 4-yard gain.
Brought down by Cade Smith.
Cade Smith in on the tackle. Clock will stop at 4:36. And it'll bring up 3rd and 25 for the Wolverines. Neither team able to move the ball here on their first possession in the first quarter. Both of them moving backwards, in fact, so we got some negative offensive yardage for both teams. Provost under center, T formation in the backfield. Going to drop back, steps up, nice toss, looking for Dutton.
Deep pass intended for Regan Dutton is incomplete.
And it'll fall incomplete.
Hoffmeister on the coverage. Bring up 4th down to 25 for the Wolverines.
4th and 25 for the Wolverines. And, well, I'll tell you, it kind of looked like speedster Cole Hoffmeister got burnt down on that deep pass, so we might want to look at picking up a receiver a little deeper in the secondary. 4th and a country mile for the Wolverines. We'll say 25. Wolverines will go for it. Provost shotgun in spread formation, and we got a timeout on the field by the the Bearcats. As defensive coordinator Clint Winter definitely not liking what he's seeing. Got a timeout on the field. This will give us a time once again. Just kind of go back to some of the keys of the game for the Bearcats today to win. Defense needs to show up. So far, they've done a pretty good job holding the Wolverines. Last week, they gave up 825 yards to Grenada in that 68-24 loss. Offense needs to be more consistent, as we saw from that first series. So far, the offense has not been able to pick it up. Let's hope that they could get something going that second series. And, guys, they only got 9 suiting up today. Mason Riddle in Alaska on vacation. Mason, if you're watching, hope you're having a good time. Be safe out there. But they need the 9 players out there definitely do need to show up and give some quality time for the Bearcats. And they need to monitor the health. Also, you know, guys, with nine players shooting up, in what could be about 100-degree weather today, it's going to be awful hot, awful hard, as Provost's pass for Mark Reese is going to fall incomplete, and it'll be Bearcat ball. 1st and 15 from their 27-yard line. Best field position of the day, as the quarterback, Owen Doherty, is going to come up to center to call the play for the Bearcat offense. Cowboy at center. Peyton Cranston lined up split left. Brock Doherty behind Owen. Pitch back to Brock. Going to hit that right side. And he's going to be drugged down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2. Say loss of 1, 1.5. Riggin Dutton and Goodrich in on that tackle. 2nd and 16. Cheraw defense doing a really good job stopping the run so far in these first 2 possessions. 3-man front for the Wolverines. And we're going to get him to jump off sides. Smart job by the quarterback, Owen Doherty, with a hard count. Encroachment on the entire front line there on the Wolverines. As being an assistant on the Bearcat football team last year, I can definitely tell you that is one thing we practiced an awful, awful lot. Doherty under center. Toss back to Brock Doherty. He's going to hit the left side and be brought down by number 25, Braden Stoker. Loss of a yard on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 14. 3rd down and 14, excuse me. Owen Doherty bringing in the play from Coach Cranston. Peyton Cranston, Colter Cranston lined up wide on either side. Owen in the pistol. Ball snapped back. And he's going to be taken down by Dutton. No chance for Owen as Cowboy can't get the snap to go. And with 4th down and about 25, we'll say a long 23. We'll see if Coach Cranston decides if he's going to go for it or give it a shot. It looks like we're going to go for it. Might as well. You're sitting at inside your own 40-yard line, so a punt essentially does no good. Owen under center, and we're going to have a whistle and a timeout, official timeout on the field, timeout for blood. So we'll get a substitute in, and we'll start that clock right back up, and we'll get going. Owen under center. Cranston with the motion. Toss back to Doherty. And Brock's going to be taken down by Dutton. Riggin Dutton on the play. No going for the Bearcat offense on the first 2 series. Hey, we'll turn it over on downs to the Wolverines. And let's see if the Bearcat defense could come up with another stop. So far, the offense has been unable to move the ball past their own line of scrimmage. Something the high-powered Bearcat offense saw little of last season. Provost in the pistol formation. Going to pitch back Harris to the right side. And Harris is going to be brought down after a 6-yard gain.
Maybe 5. We'll call it 2nd 10.
2nd and 10, we'll say, for the Wolverines at their own 34-yard line. Provost, a sophomore, started last year as a freshman. Big kid, big arm. He's got a big-time arm. And after watching a lot of the game film, being on the Bearcat coaching staff last season, really, really loved what I saw from Provost. I am definitely a quarterback-eccentric kind of coach. Provost's going to hand off to Rigger, but we got a flag on the play.
Raiders brought down by number 19, Brock Doherty, but we do have a flag down.
Raider with an 11-yard carry, but we got a flag on the play. It's going to be a
Holding on the
Wolverines. That's the 4th holding call for the Wolverines today.
Ten-yard penalty, bring up 2nd down and 20 for the Wolverines.
2nd and 20, we'll say, for the Wolverines. And so far, neither offense able to get the ball really past their own line of scrimmage. The Bearcats just unable to do anything, and the Wolverines marred by penalties. Provost under center, T formation for the Wolverines. He's going to hand off to Harris. Harris around the right side, and he's going to be taken down by Cade Smith, but not after a 8-yard carry, we'll say.
Call this 3rd down and 9.
We'll go 3rd down and 9 for the Wolverines. Long 9, short 10, we'll say. Right there on the fence. Provost under center, T formation. Provost going to hand off to Harris. Harris on the right side. And he's going to be met by Smith and run Smith over.
Does not bring him down.
And then, after a little bit of help from his teammates, I'll give it up from my friends. There you got a 1st down for the Wolverines. Excuse me about that. I really just kind of had to get that out.
From about the 22-yard line.
1st down and 15 from the 22-yard line for the Wolverines. Minute 7 left here in the 1st quarter. Neither team able to crack the scoreboard just yet as we crack the minute. Provost under center, T formation, handoff, Harris, right side. Wolverines really liking what's going on. Ball's on the ground. And Harris will fall back on it, and we'll have a 2nd down, 4 yards to go.
Gain of about 11. Call it 2nd down and 4 for the Wolverines.
Harris with an excellent job of wherewithal and ball awareness to fall back on that fumble. As I was saying, though, the Wolverines are definitely liking what they're seeing on that right side. Is Harris, I would go as far as saying all but 2 of his carries have come from that right side. Harris again on the right side. Cranston with the tackle.
By number 25, Peyton Cranston.
And we're going to have a 1st and goal.
Looks like Harris was able to make a 1st down, Wolverines.
From inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6 as we conclude the end of the 1st period. 0-0 stalemate so far. Wolverines knocking on the door. We're going to take a quick break. I need a little bit of water. It's really hot up here. So you're watching Bearcat football on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Start a 2nd quarter action here from Wolverine Stadium in beautiful Cheraw, Colorado. Thanks for joining us here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network for Bearcat football. My name is Coach S, Adam Sparandio, and we got 1st and goal for the Cheraw Wolverines from just outside the 5-yard line. We'll say the 5.5-yard line.
1st and goal, Wolverines from the 6-yard line.
Provost under center, T formation. Pitch back to Raider on the left side. And Raider's going to get knocked out of bounds, we'll say right around the 1.5 yard line.
By number 19, Brock Doherty.
Brock Doherty in on the tackle. 2nd down and goal for the Wolverines.
2nd goal, Cheraw.
Cheraw knocking on the door, looking to draw first blood. T formation for Provost in the backfield. Rader and Harris. Handoff. Harris. And he's going to get knocked down for no gain, maybe a half a yard.
Number 22, Colton Davis on that tackle.
Cowboy Colton Davis in on the tackle there at nose tackle.
3rd goal for the Wolverines.
3rd and goal from the 2. Provost under center. Handoff Harris. And he's going to be stopped behind the line.
The handoff, and he is met in the backfield.
And that's going to be Cranston and Brock Doherty
Doherty leading the attack for the Bearcats.
leading the
We got 4th and goal
the
from
attack.
the 3 for the
4th and goal
Wolverines.
from the 3 for the Wolverines. Timeout called by Cheraw.
Timeout, Cheraw.
Big play already. Wolverines trying to draw first blood and strike the Bearcat defense. And so far, the Bearcat defense showing up to the cause, to the occasion. And this could be a defining moment in the football game. Most definitely will be a defining moment in the football game so far, especially if this game continues to be as close as it is as we get deeper into the contest. Bearcat defense back out on the field. We're meeting up with the Wolverine offense. Wade Goodrich in the backfield along with Harris. We'll call this their jumbo package. Hand off to Harris. Ball's on the ground. And the Bearcats recover. That's Peyton Cranston. Great job by the Bearcats defense to force the turnover.
1st and 15, Bearcats.
And we'll have a 1st and 15 Bearcats from the Cheraw 7 yard. We'll say 7 yard line. .909 left in the 2nd quarter. Pitch back to Cranston. Excuse me, to Brock Doherty. And Brock Doherty getting nowhere on offense.
Loss of about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 18.
2nd and 18 for the Bearcats. Pitch back to Doherty. Plants the foot. Taken down by Goodrich. And picked right back up by Goodrich like Doherty was a rag doll. That was pretty interesting right there. Wow. Wow. Just picked him right back up like he was a backpack or something. That was amazing. And Brock is no little kid either. That's 160, 170 pounds. Cranston in the backfield. He'll take the left side. And Cranston with a big 12-yard gain. Enough for a 1st down for the Bearcats. Taken out of bounds by Tim Provost. We're going to have a holding penalty on the Bearcats. And that'll take us back about, make it 3rd down and 18, perhaps. Right around there. No, 3rd and 12.
distance to the goal on the holding.
3rd and 15.
Bring up 3rd down and 15 for Kim Branson.
Back to the original line of scrimmage. Owen Doherty under center. Brock Doherty in the backfield. Cranston lined up to the left. Pitch back to Brock Doherty. Looking to pass. Brock going to hit the outside. Going to make one miss. And be brought out of bounds by Dutton. And no going. We got a flag. And that's after the play. So that extracurricular activity, that's going to be personal foul no matter what that is.
Personal foul face mask against the Wolverines.
Personal foul on the Wolverines face mask. So that'll definitely help out the cause for the Bearcats as we'll get a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first. But still, offensively, the Bearcats unable to move the ball, get any kind of field position.
The personal foul results in an automatic first down, Bearcats.
Coach Cranston probably scratching his head over there, wondering what we got to do to just move the ball against this amazing Cheraw defense. Brock Doherty in the backfield. Owen under center, pitch back to Brock. Make one miss.
And he is caught by Wade Goodrich.
And Goodrich picking Doherty up again like that. And you can tell Brock looking back like, man, what is he doing? That's a big guy, big, strong nose tackle. Goodrich might be one of the top 4, top 5 defensive tackles in the state for 6-man. This Cheraw football team altogether, very well-rounded, a lot of experience. This team been together for quite a while. Doherty with the power, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And Wade Goodrich. Gain of about 4.
They're down in 11 for the Bearcats. Branson still unable to get the ball moved past the 40-yard line. They're part of the 40-yard line. So we got 3rd and 14 for the Bearcats.
Doherty pitches back to Doherty, who throws it out to number 25.
Doherty to Cranston. Give me 3 of them. 3 of them. Yeah, and get you one too. Thank you.
I believe that is enough for a Bearcat first down.
We got a first Bearcat first down of the day after that carry. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 38-yard line. Just outside of their own territory. Bearcats lined up in a pistol spread, and we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout, Cheraw.
By Cheraw. 5:09 left in the first quarter.
If you have not eaten lunch yet, I recommend you go over to the gazebo at the south end of the field where our Cheraw Lions Club is serving walking tacos and
0-0 the score. Neither team really able to do anything offensively, and especially for the Bearcats. And being a high-powered offense last year, averaging close to 60 points a game, to be shut out with 5 minutes left in the first half is definitely hard to see. The Cheraw defense has really done one stellar job holding this very high-powered Bearcat offense out of the end zone. Although the Bearcats did lose quite a bit of experience with a big senior class, a lot of players with some very, very good time and experience last year still left after that success. Doherty looking to pass. He's got Cranston, and Cranston's going to bring it in over the head for a beautiful, beautiful catch. Wow. Wow, what a catch by Cranston. as that's a gain of 30 on the play. And that's arguably the biggest play of the game for either team so far. As that's going to bring up first down and goal from just inside the 15. Owen Doherty under center. Peyton Cranston in the backfield. Single back. Pitch back to Peyton. And he's going to be met by the entire, man, that entire left side of the defensive line there. Right side of the defensive line. That's Goodrich and Dutton. And those are two big boys. Goodrich got to be pushing, close to 200, 220 pounds. And Dutton, tall, athletic, big kids. Power right for the Bearcats. Brock Doherty in the backfield. Owen under center. Pitch back to Brock. And we're going to have some laundry on the backfield. We're going to see what that's about. Holding on the Bearcats. So that'll be a 10-yard loss. And just when you think that we got some momentum going here, Wes, all of a sudden we get a penalty and it's second and goal from, the 30-yard line.
From the 30-yard line.
4 minutes and counting left in the first half. Thank you. Owen Doherty set back to pass, and he's going to be taken down way in the backfield by Riggin Dutton. And, man, that's another loss of 30 on the play. And
15-yard loss. Bring up third down and goal from the other 35-yard
third down and goal from the Cheraw 35-yard line. So the Bearcats shooting themselves in the foot again, taking one step forward and 2 steps back. We got third and very, very long. 35. Third and 45. And we're going to have third and 50 now for the Bearcats after the delay of game.
5 yards. Now third and goal from the other 30-yard line.
And now, Wes, is just one of those things, where what can go wrong for the Bearcats is going wrong. And we're going to have a pitch back to Brock Doherty, and Brock's looking to pass, getting it to Coulter Cranston. And Coulter Cranston will pick up about 4 yards, 5 yards on the play.
Brought down by Timmy Provost.
And that'll bring up fourth and goal from the Cheraw Wolverine 35-yard line. Cade Smith to punt. Ball's going to hit the ground. Smith looking to punt still. He's going to miss it. Picked up by Goodrich.
At the 25-yard line.
And Smith is going to take him down at the 25. And things just starting to completely unravel for the Bearcats at this point, Wes. And with just under 2 minutes, we're just kind of hoping to get into to halftime and keep it a 0-0 ball game. 1:54 left here in the first half. 0-0 the score. Bearcats, boy, this is definitely not the way that we were hoping Branson was going to bounce back after that loss to Grenada last week. Cheraw doing one stellar job defensively against this high-powered Branson offense, and this Branson offense just unable to get going. Defensive stand, timeout on the field by the Bearcats. So we'll take a quick break. 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Welcome back to action here at Wolverine Stadium. Minute 54 left in the first half. Wolverine ball, first and 15. First and goal from the 12, excuse me. Provost under center. T formation. Waiting for the official to give the signal now. Harrison Raider in the backfield, and we're going to have a timeout by Cheraw. Maybe a little bit of chess going on here, trying to find a defensive scheme. Got it. Got it. It looks like we had a little bit of blood on a player, and smart move by Coach Ontai to go out there and let the play clock run down and then call a timeout to basically get the play going to bring Goodrich back in. Very smart move. It's like they always say, West football is 80% mental and 40% physical.
I thought it was 60% physical and the other half mental.
Never seen the movie Little Giants? It's all about intimidation. This football is 80% mental and 40% physical. Provost under center. Pitch back to the left to Raider. And he's going to be taken down by Coulter Cranston. Loss on the play.
No gain. Second goal, Wolverines.
Looks like they not moving it up, maybe a half a yard. I thought he had lost a yard.
Now we're at the 12.
So now we're sitting second and goal from the 12, minute 25 left and counting. Provost with a T formation. That's what the Wolverines' bread and butter is. Handoff to Raider on the left side. And he's going to be brought down by Brock Doherty.
Just inside the 10-yard line. Bring up third and goal from the 9.
Gain of 3. Third and goal from the 9 for the Wolverines. We are just under a minute in the first half. And this is a really, really big stand for both teams. Looking to gain any kind of momentum you possibly can take going into the halftime. 0-0 the score. Bearcats just hoping to hold on, go back in and regroup after what's been a very, very hard to watch first half. Provost, pitch back to Harris. Harris going to be brought down by Coulter Cranston. Beautiful, beautiful open field tackle for loss by Cranston, and that's going to bring up fourth down and goal from the 24. Coach Cranston just going to let the clock run down. I don't think we're going to even get a play off. Because we're at the 10-second mark now. 5, 4, Provost. Spread formation, drops back. Big time arm looking for Harris, and it's going to be incomplete on the play to end the first half. And that's going to do it for the first half of play here from Wolverine Stadium in Cheraw. 0-0 the score. We're going to take about a 5, maybe 6-minute break before we get back into action here. You're watching Bearcat football on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. football here in beautiful Cheraw, Colorado. 0-0 the score going into the second half of play as we go to the 4D auction halftime show. 4D auctioneers out of Capulan, Des Moines, New Mexico. Call Penny Brown and family for all your auctioneer needs. They run a beautiful, beautiful online auction site. I actually visit it quite often just to see if there's anything cool that I might want to bid on. Unfortunately, I never have enough money to bid on anything, so I just go window shopping. But big thanks to Penny Brown and her family, wonderful family, for the sponsorship. 4D Auctions out of Capulan, Folsom, Des Moines, New Mexico. Big story of the ball game so far for both teams is how stagnant the offenses have been. Neither team able to establish any really sort of dominance. The Wolverine offense leading the Bearcat offense in total yardage, I'd say easily by 50 or 60 yards. The Bearcat offense has been stalled every drive. No turnovers yet. But the Wolverine defense has done a great job containing the two-headed monster of Brock Doherty and Peyton Cranston. The one big play in the ball game so far, a 35-yard pass from Brock Doherty to Peyton Cranston late in the second quarter, and then everything fell apart after that. So let's hope that Coach Cranston at halftime kind of made the adjustments that the Bearcats need to put together an efficient second half. Meanwhile, defensively, the Bearcats have been all over the place. They have done their job. This Wolverine offense is just as high-powered as the Bearcat offense is. They are very experienced. They have a college-caliber quarterback slinging the ball around in Provost, and this kid can definitely put it on. And so this Bearcat defense has done a great job at holding the Wolverine offense. So definitely a defensive stalemate so far. And unless there were some major adjustments made at halftime, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the same as we go into the second half, as we just really look for one or the other teams to establish some sort of momentum, some sort of dominance. The Wolverines won the toss and elected to defer, so they will receive the ball to open up the second half. And that will be underway in about 30 seconds. And we will be right back. Third quarter action just underway here from Wolverine Stadium in Cheraw, Colorado. Cade Smith set to do the kickoff duties as number 21 Harris for the Wolverines back to return deep. Whistle's blown, and here we go. Kickoff Hits the ground at the 10-yard line, picked up by Harris. He'll take it to the right side. He's at the 20, 25, 30. Spins off of a tackler, 35, 40. We got a flag on the play. And he's going to be taken out of bounds by Cole Hoffmeister. Flag thrown at the 30-yard line in the vicinity of either a holding or an illegal block in the back, I want to say. Nice return by Harris. Block in the back against Cheraw, so they're going to take that back 10 yards, 15 yards, all the way to the Wolverine 15, or excuse me, Bearcat 15-yard line.
1st and 15, Wolverines from their own 15. I'm good, thanks, Cash.
Provost pitch back, left side to Raider. Taken down by Cowboy Davis and Cade Smith.
Gain of about 4.
4-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 11 for the Wolverines. You know, for as big time of an arm as Provost has, I'm actually kind of surprised that they haven't taken to the air as much or tried to attack the Branson secondary. Provost under center, T formation. Handoff up the middle to Harris. He'll hit the left side and be taken out of bounds by Hoffmeister and Smith.
Not before he gains a first down.
And Harris with a first down carry. Biggest play offensively so far for the Wolverines, or one of the biggest plays. Is, like I was saying at the 4D Auctioneer halftime report, that both teams have not allowed very much going as far as offensive plays. Handoff, Harris, ball's on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by Provost. Bring up 2nd and 16.
2nd down, 16.
Owen Doherty checking in for Cole Hoffmeister. We've yet to see the two freshmen, Will Doherty and Liam Doherty, enter the ball game yet. Cranston brothers on the ends. Davis in the middle. Handoff, Harris. Doherty's going to miss the tackle.
Brought down by number 7, Owen Doherty, and number 4.
And Owen Doherty with on the tackle, and Coulter Cranston as well.
3rd down, a little over 10.
3rd and a long 10 for the Wolverines. Ball just on the other side of the 40-yard line. Inside Bearcat territory. 3-man front for the Bearcats. Provost under center, T formation. Play fake. Provost back to pass. Looking. Incomplete pass intended for Reese. On the coverage was Cole Hoffmeister, and Hoff doing a pretty decent job in the backfield so far in the secondary. Hasn't allowed a big play over the top yet. And we're going to have 4th and long. 4th and, we'll say a long 4, short 5. Oh, 4th and 10. I don't know. I'm kind of, the heat is getting to my head a little bit. Pistol T formation, handoff, Raider. Up the middle, and he's going to get it right around. Looks like he's just north of the first down marker. We're going to go ahead and give it to him. You got to give it to him. Nice carry by Raider, 10-yard carry. And it'll be 1st and 15 for the Wolverines. Ball at the 27-yard line. 27.
15 from the 27.
Pistol tee. Ball's going to be taken away by Doherty. And here comes Brock. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. As the handoff goes off of Harris's knee and straight into Brock Doherty's hands. And we're going to have an injury on the play. Looks like that's going to be Reese. Raider, number 18. And it may have just come up a little hard on the roll up there. But nonetheless, this is going to be a touchdown for the Bearcats. Brock Doherty with a 65, what we'll call it a 65-yard fumble recovery for touchdown. Cade Smith set to do the extra point. And it's going to be blocked. But in a game of big defensive plays in a defensive game, it only makes sense that our first touchdown come on a big defensive play as Brock Doherty just literally finds himself in the right place at the right time. And the ball plops in his hands, and he takes it to the house 65 yards, to the dwelling, the place of dwelling, as we call it, Wes. And we got a 6-0 ball game with 7:02 left in the third quarter. I'm going to take a quick break, get a quick drink of some cold water, cold Gatorade, and we'll be right back. Six nothing the ball game as we go 7 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Cade Smith set to kick it deep. Harris waiting for it at about the 5-yard line. It's a short open ender. Harris will take it at the 7. Working around the left side, 20, 25, 30. And will be hit out of bounds by Cole Hoffmeister and Cade Smith.
First and 15 for the Wolverines.
At about the 33-yard line. So now we'll see if the Wolverines can get that turnover for touchdown out of their heads and see if they can put some points on the board. Branson defense doing a heck of a job so far. Pistol T formation for Provo, something a little different. Pitch back. Ball's on the ground again. It's going to be recovered by Coulter Cranston. 2 straight plays, 2 big fumble recoveries. Bearcat football, 24-yard line, 1st and 15, inside their own 25-yard line. Great job by Coulter Cranston to track down that ball. Just a mishap on the toss in the backfield. Another big defensive play for the Bearcats. And we're going to have a handoff to Cranston. And he's going to get nowhere working that right side.
No game, 2nd 15 Bearcats.
We're going to say about a loss of 4 inches on the play there. If that thing even moved. I thought maybe it was going to be about a foot, but Hoffmeister in the backfield. He had 2 touchdowns, last week. Owen Doherty hasn't even seen the air yet. Cranston in motion. Toss back, Hoffmeister, flag on the play. That's going to be a holding on the offense.
He is brought down by Regan Dutton. We do have a flag. Holding against Kim Branson.
And that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Excuse me, that's in 6-man, that's a 15-yard penalty. And they're going to take it from the spot of the foul, it looks like.
Like they went from the end of the run.
Is that the, yeah?
It looked like they went from, not from the flag. Second down, Bearcats.
Second and 25 for the Bearcats. Pitch back to Doherty. Spin around. We're going to have a face mask flag on the play. Doherty's going to hit the left side and be pushed out of bounds. But we got 3 referees checking the same play, so we're going to have a personal foul face mask. And that's going to move the ball 15 yards north for the Bearcat offense. Still looking to try to establish any sort of dominance, Wes. This Bearcat offense being held, I would probably say, right around the 25, 30-yard total offense mark, if that.
After the penalty, we have second down and 15 for the Bearcats.
The one big play being that 35-yard toss from Brock Doherty to Peyton Cranston in the second quarter. Pitch back, Brock Doherty. Ball's going to hit the ground. And Brock's going to fall on it.
Falls on it. Gains 2 yards.
2-yard gain on the fall. And it's going to be third down, and we're going to say a long 14. Short 14. Just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. I formation for the Bearcats. Hoffmeister in the backfield with Cranston. Handoff in the middle to Cranston, and he's going to break loose. 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. Nice run by the senior Peyton Cranston as he takes it to the house from the 22-yard line. And the Bearcat offense, for the first time today, actually looking like they're the Bearcat offense as they take it down the field 12-0. Smith with the kick. And that's going to be good, making it 14-0 Bearcats. 4:39 left in the third quarter. Was the most excitement from the offense all day today, Wes?
Yeah, that's so far the best offensive play I've seen.
In a defensive game, you know, that the biggest play of the game being a 22-yard touchdown run. That says a lot about the attitude of this football game and the way it's heading. And you know, me personally being an offensive-minded football coach, it's hard for me to see a defensive football game. So, you know, I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, like we got to get something going. I need to see some high-powered offensive stuff. But you know, those of you guys tuning in, eight viewers, thanks for watching. My name's Adam Sparandio, Coach S, they call me in Branson. And if you're just tuning in, this is a 14-0 ball game. 4:39 left in the third quarter. Bearcats capitalizing on 2 straight turnovers. 14 points off of 2 turnovers. And it'll be Smith kicking off. Wobbler hits the ground. Going to be picked up. Oh, he's going to lose it. Harris is going to lose it. It's going to be on the ground. Ball's on the ground. 5-yard line.
Looks like the Wolverines recover at their own.
Oh, man. And the Wolverines are going to recover at the 5. That could have been disastrous, Wes. That could have been disastrous. Wow. Who in their right mind takes a kickoff and pitches back like that? Wow.
First and 15, Cheraw from their own 6-yard line.
First and 15 for the Wolverines. Ball at the 6-yard line. Handoffs to Harris, and he's going to be met by Cowboy Davis. And Cowboy really doing a good job anchoring that line, both offensively and defensively this year. After the loss of last year, we went through a three center rotation last year, and it was Cade Smith and shout out to Gavin Sanchez and Coy Pickard and those seniors from last year stepping in with a 3-man rotation at center last year. So that was a great job by Cowboy Davis just to keep anchoring that offensive line, stepping in and filling in some big shoes. We're going to have an illegal procedure call on the Wolverines, so they'll take it back 2.5 yards.
And we are still second down.
So 2nd down and 18, we'll call it. Wolverines slowly, maybe, we'll see, starting to unravel a little bit. We got Provost under center, T formation. Pitch back to Raider. Raider's going to hit the left side.
And he is knocked out of bounds by Cade Smith.
And it'll be Cade Smith in on the tackle. Gain of 8 on the play, we'll give him.
About 8.
3rd down and 14.
We'll call it 3rd and 12.
13, 12. Yeah. Ball at the 10. Spread formation for Provost. Drops back.
Provost drops back to pass.
Looking. Going to be hit as he throws. Ball's going to be picked off by Hoffmeister. Hoffmeister going to take it down to the 10-yard line. And we're going to have a flag on the play after the fact. So count the interception. Great job by the Hoff. And let's see what this flag is all about. Looks like it might have been a late hit or an unnecessary roughness perhaps. But 3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
Personal foul against Kim Branson.
It's got a personal foul on Branson. And that'll be after the play.
I believe it was after the interception.
So Branson will still keep the ball. So count the interception. Not entirely sure. I didn't even notice any extracurricular activity over on the sideline.
I think it was on a block of some sort.
Maybe a cut block or a chop block perhaps.
Maybe a blindside block on something like that.
Yeah. Got to thank
First and 15, Kim Branson from the
the Cheraw PA guy over here for keeping it fun and exciting up here in the booth. So we're going to go 1st and 15 from the 25. I formation for the Bearcats. Ball's going to hit the ground. And it'll be Bearcat ball with a loss of 1. So 2nd and 16 we got. 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Owen Doherty under center, I formation. Hand off to Brock. Brock going to hit that left side.
He is met by number 2, Talon White, number 55, Wade Goodrich, and number 25.
And it'll be a 3-yard carry, 2.5-yard carry for the junior as Hoffmeister will come in and give Brock Doherty a little bit of a break. I left. Pitch back Hoffmeister. He's going to hit the hole on the left side. And he's going to be met hard by Tim Provost. And Provost is going to drag, just literally just run him into the field. That was a great tackle by Tim Provost. So Hoffmeister will
4th and 13 for
take
the
it
Bearcats.
off. 4th and 13 for the Bearcats. If I'm Coach Cranston, I'm looking to get the ball into Peyton Cranston's hands right now, as he's been their biggest playmaker. Pitch back to Doherty.
On the left side.
Left side.
He is knocked out of bounds by
And knocked out of bounds at the
turnover on downs. First down, Cheraw.
17-yard line. Turnover on downs for the Bearcats. First down, Cheraw at the 17. Bearcats unable to capitalize on the turnover. And it'll be Wolverine ball, 1st and 15, with 1:38 left in the third quarter. So that one offensive touchdown proven to be a fluke, Wes. Provost under center, T formation.
Provost drops back to pass.
Drops back to pass. He's got Goodrich with the reception. Gain of 15 on the play.
Gain of 16.
Enough for a first down. And that was a nice play. Nice drag across the middle of the field. Nice rollout. Defense was there as well. Just as it was a great play. Provost with the snap.
Provost
Pitch back, Harris. And he's going to be brought down by Coulter Cranston.
Number 15, Coulter Cranston.
And that'll be a gain of 3 on the play. We'll call it 2.5.
Gain of about 2. We'll call it second down at 13.
That'll bring up 2nd and 13 as we hit the 1-minute mark on the clock in the third quarter. Harris, motion out of the backfield. Provost drops back, looking deep for Harris. Gonna let it fly, and no going.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play.
Nice coverage there on the play by Owen Doherty.
Bring up third down and 13.
And that'll be 3rd and 13 for the Wolverines. Bearcats defense looking for another stop. Half a minute left here in the third quarter. Provost drops back, looking for Goodrich. Nice catch by Goodrich, and he's going to knock over Owen Doherty. And Goodrich is going to take it to the place of dwelling for the touchdown. And that was a nice pass there by Provost. Even better catch by Goodrich. And that's a 42-yard pass. And the Wolverines are finally on the board, 14-6. Goodrich just plowing over Owen Doherty. And Doherty giving up easily 40 pounds to Goodrich. And Goodrich just kind of pushed right over Owen on his way to a 42-yard touchdown reception. As a big man, I always like to see a big guy score a touchdown. That's the beauty of six-man football, is that Goodrich was lined up at center.
They moved him to end.
Oh, they moved him to end. Okay. Well, Goodrich he was been center pretty much the whole game. And in six-man football, the center is eligible for a reception, which, like I said, in the the pregame show, take everything you know about football, traditional football, and throw it out the window, because six-man football is a track meet with pads normally and glorified schoolyard football. You wonder why you don't see the quarterback pass the line of scrimmage? Well, because the quarterback cannot pass the line of scrimmage unless there's a visible lateral behind the line of scrimmage. The center is eligible for a pass. Everybody is eligible for a pass. A traditional extra point kicking through the uprights in six-man football is worth 2 points, as we're running it in. A traditional two-point conversion in 11-man football is only worth 1. And then the bigger one is a field goal being worth 4 points instead of 3.
And the kick goes out of bounds.
So being a good field goal kicker in the six-man game will definitely get you some of that, extra oomph sometimes in the game,
25 yards from the kick. They should have first and 15 at the 25.
Right.
But
They've been putting it at the 30.
Should be at the 25.
So the kickoff going out of bounds, which the ball should be going on to the 25, is going to the 30.
First and 15 Bearcats.
So it'll be first and 15 Bearcats from the 30-yard line. Owen Doherty under center. Brock Doherty in the backfield. Peyton Cranston with the motion. Pitch back to Doherty. Cut back. Doherty. He's got a lot of open grass. And then he's going to be met by a team of Wolverines. And what should have been a big gain, good job by the Wolverine defense in swarming the ball, turns into only a 4-yard gain, maybe a 3-yard gain.
Second and 12 Bearcats.
Second and 12 as the quarter comes to an end.
To the end of the third quarter.
And with a score of 14-8 in favor of the Bearcats, we go into the fourth quarter, a huge, huge defensive battle. Bearcat football, when we come back, you're watching Branson football on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Third down Bearcats as we come to the fourth quarter, and it's going to be a handoff to Doherty. Flag on the play. That's going to be in the vicinity of a holding. And we're going to have holding. That's going to be on Cowboy Davis. So that'll negate the big run by Brock. And that'll be third down and long. We'll say 20.
Third and 12 becomes third and 22.
22. 14-8. Bearcats lead by a possession. I formation. Cranston and Smith in the backfield. Handoff, Cranston.
Doherty hands off to Cranston.
And Peyton's going to push forward about 8 feet. Say 3 yards. And it'll be fourth and long for the Bearcats. Smith back to punt. Long end over end kick is going to go all the way down to the 2.5. We'll say the 3-yard line.
All the way down to the 3-yard line.
Beautiful punt
Take over first and 15.
by Cade Smith. Then covering 58 yards, 60 yards. We got first and 15 Wolverines. Ball at the 3-yard line. Provost under center, T formation. Pitch back, left side. Harris. And he's going to be taken down by Brock Doherty.
Not before he gains 10 yards.
He'll get about
Maybe 9. We'll call it second.
9 yards, 2nd and 6. Short 7 maybe. Nice open field tackle by Doherty. Provost, pitch back, Harris, and he's going to be taken down by Peyton Cranston,
Right side.
Cade Smith, and Brock Doherty.
Brought down by Cade Smith and Brock Doherty. 3rd down and 4.
We're going to have 3rd and 4 yards to go. Ball at the 14-yard line. T formation, Provost under center. Handoff, Raider. And he's going to take it to the 20-yard line. Just enough for a first down. Cranston with the tackle.
First and 15 for Cheraw.
And it'll be first down and 15 yards for the Wolverines at the 20-yard line. 7.5 left in a ball game that has been very, very much defensive-minded. Provost's going to drop back, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass was intended for Colton Bruna, and it'll be 2nd down, 15 yards. Coulter Cranston had a hand on him. And Provost, pretty big kid for a sophomore. Strong kid. He was able to get out of Peyton's hands pretty easily. Shotgun T formation for Provost. Ball's going to hit the ground, and it's going to be recovered by a Bearcat. And that's going to be Coulter Cranston with the recovery. First down. Branson inside their 20-yard line. Inside the Wolverine 20-yard line. And just like that, another defensive play. 3 big turnovers by the Bearcat defense. 4 turnovers. That's the 4th turnover forced by the Bearcat defense today. And here we go. Doherty under center. Pitch back. Nice. And the pass is going to be incomplete to Cowboy Davis. And that was a really nice flea flicker, Wes. It was it would have been nice to have somebody open down the field on that. Cowboy Davis unable to control the pass. And it'll be incomplete. 2nd and 15. Ball just north of the 15-yard line. Pitch back, Doherty. Left side, middle. And he's going to carry it 5, maybe 6 yards. We'll say 5 yards. 3rd and 10 for the Bearcats. Ball on the Wolverine 11. We'll say 12. Bearcats need to get it inside the 2-yard line for a first down. We should just we need to punch it in right here, Wes. Doherty pitch back.
Hands it back to Doherty.
Ugh.
And the pass is
And
good.
Owen unable to connect
Knocked
with
down by
Smith.
Braden Stoker.
And it'll be knocked down by Braden Stoker. 4th down.
4th and 10.
Ball on the 11. And here comes Owen Doherty with the play. Hustle the offense up to the line. Brock under
Doherty,
behind.
pitch back to Doherty.
Pitch back to Brock. Brock going to cut back. And he's going to be stopped 4 yards shy of the first down. So that's going to be a turnover on downs by the Bearcats. And Branson will be unable to capitalize off of the 4th turnover. So they got 14 points off of 4 turnovers.
Next week here at Cheraw.
And it'll be Wolverine ball.
Thursday night against South
6.5 minutes left in the ball game.
High school football will travel to Stratton.
Traveling,
Saturday,
or excuse me,
and high school
trailing
volleyball will get home next Saturday
14 to 8.
at
Branson really need a big defensive stop here.
First and 15 for the Wolverines.
With such a tight game. Handoff up the middle. Harris going to take it to the left side now. He's going to break loose. And Harris, 40, he's going to take it all the way down for a Bearcat, or excuse me, a Wolverine touchdown.
And that is a touchdown, Cheraw.
And just like that, the Wolverines strike back to tie it up 14s. 6:15 left. And at that point, I mean, with the way this ball game has been going and that touchdown, Coach Hontide literally daring the Branson offense to go down the field and score, which unfortunately today for us Bearcat fans has not been able to happen. Ball's going to hit the ground. We're going to call fire.
Snap.
Harris,
Hits the ground.
pass, going to be incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
And it's going to keep the ball game tied at 14s
15 remaining in the ball
with
game. We are
6
tied.
minutes and 15 seconds left in the ball game. Take a quick break from action, and we'll be right back.
Teeing it up for the Wolverines is number 1, Joe Reese.
Welcome back. And Wes, after all that,
Bearcats is number 19,
we're back to
Doherty.
where we started.
Fun.
Back to where we started. Zeros, ladies and gentlemen. Ball game tied, 14-14. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the ball game. Ball, squibber kick, going to be taken by Doherty at the 15. He's going to take it to the right side to the 20. Cut back. Oh, and Doherty's got some open field. 30, 35, 40. Brock's got to make one person miss. 20, 20. Oh, my gosh. Are we going to have a come? And Brock's going to take the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line.
What a run back by Brock Doherty. I thought he was going to take it to the house, Wes.
That was fun.
I thought he was going to take it to the house. Nice return by Brock.
First and goal, Bearcats.
First and goal, Bearcats inside the 10-yard line. What were we saying, Wes?
Last second, he got bombarded.
No, I know. That cutback over on the right side, it hit that wall of Wolverine defenders and enough green on the other side to cut back. Beautiful cutback. And in six-man football, you know that you make one person miss, chances are you're going to take it to the place. You know what I'm talking about, the place of dwelling.
Indeed.
And here we go, shotgun formation. Owen Doherty dropping back. He's got Coulter Cranston, and Cranston's going to take it to the 1-yard line.
Tackle made by Brayden.
And here we go, Wes.
Is this the moment?
Here we go. This could be the defining offensive moment of the game here for the
On the
Bearcats.
one.
Ball on the 1-yard line. We definitely need to punch it in right here. In a defensive game, you want to dare that other team to score the ball. And right now, you know, we got the clock on our side. We got to score right now, though. More than enough time.
Doherty hands off to Cranston up the middle.
And Cranston, Peyton Cranston's going to get nowhere on the fullback dive.
We'll call it third and goal from the one.
Bearcats can take their time still a little bit. Third and goal. You know, you could probably get between two plays if you don't put it in here. You could probably take the clock down about another minute. But in the end, you still need to punch it in the end zone. I formation. Doherty pitching back to Brock. Brock taking the right side. He's going to get it in for a Bearcat touchdown. From 1 yard out, Brock reaching pay dirt. Bearcats with a chance to make it 22-14 if they can capitalize on this kick.
Chase Smith on for the extra point.
Smith lining up. Brock to hold. Snaps back.
Back snap.
Fire.
Smith with the
Smith looking to throw. He's scrambling. He's scrambling. He's got Coulter Cranston. And we got a 7-point ball game. Bearcats up 21-14. 4:33 left in the ball game. And
Improvisation there.
Cade with some excellent improvisation there. He actually looked like a quarterback back there for a second. It was a beautiful way to imitate being a quarterback. It was a nice throw. Good job by Coulter Cranston to be in the right place at the right time on a fire like that. Hey, man, as a football coach, when you see something like that executed as well as that was executed on a broken play, man, you just got to be proud of your boys. So with 4:33 left here in the ball game, we got a 7-point lead. Branson over Cheraw, 21-14. Coach Cranston still trying to get his first win of the season. Last week, taking on a very, very tough Grenada Bobcat football team. And, I mean, between all of us here, we got 13 watching between all of us here. Don't be surprised if you do see the Grenada Bobcats in the state championship this year. They are the real deal. So Bearcats
Chase Smith tees it up for the Bearcats.
trying to erase that first week loss.
Harris, deep for the
A win today would be huge. as they go into league play next week against Sierra Grande. And for those of us Bearcat fans, no, we would definitely love to get a little bit of revenge on Sierra Grande after knocking us out of the playoffs last season. As Smith set to kick off. Deep kick taken by Harris at the 4. Harris up the middle. Going to make 2, 3 miss, and he's going to be knocked. Knocked by the wall, which is Cade Smith.
15 Wolverines from the 32-yard line.
And it was like an immovable force meeting a wall. And that immovable force hitting that wall, and like all of a sudden it was like boom, like it was a rubber ball. Cade with a huge hit. I wouldn't want to be hit by Cade. I would not want to be hit by Cade. Provost, handoff, Harris on the right side. And he's going to be taken out by Cade Smith. I mean, you figure Cade is, I'm 6'3", and Cade is bigger than me by that much. I'd say a good 4 inches. He's a big kid. Second, and we'll call it 8. Harris with the carry on the right side. He's going to get about 1.5 yards maybe.
Gain of about a yard. We'll call it 3rd and 5.
And it'll be 3rd and 5. Three and a half left in the ball game. Branson needing a defensive stop right here. A stop on this series all but secures a win for the Bearcats if they could just run out the clock. But it all is a contingent on this defensive stand right here. 3rd down, 5 yards. Provost drops back, winds up, has Reese at the 5. Excuse me, at the 10. 1st and goal inside the 10. And just like that, the Wolverines knocking on the door. We could see overtime today, Wes. We were talking about overtime in the junior high game today. We could see overtime today in high school. Don't be surprised. Now, all of a sudden, both offenses are maybe kind of starting to wake up a little bit. The Cheraw offense definitely with a lot more, with more offensive yards and total yards than the Branson offense. But the Branson defense forcing 4 big turnovers. But nothing would be bigger right now than this goal line stop to secure a win. We're at the 2-minute mark, coming up on it. 2:10 and counting. We would like to thank the 13 viewers for joining us today.
Provost back to pass. Intended for Mark Reese is incomplete.
And Provost pass for Reese is going to fall incomplete. And we'll have a 3rd and goal for Cheraw. Just outside the 5-yard line. We'll say like the 5 3/4 yard line. And we will see Provost under center in a T formation. Drop back. Looking for Reese, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Wolverines.
Provost to Reese.
And that's Provost to Reese. And the Bearcats now facing the 2-point kick.
Harris on for the try after.
Harris to kick, Provost to hold.
Snap
Kick is up. Going to be blocked by Coulter Cranston. And what a huge defensive play by the Bearcats. Leaving a 1-point lead for Branson with 1:52 left. You can expect an onside kick here from Coach Ontai. Let's see what Coach Cranston has drawn up to receive the onside kick. Branson can all but run the clock out if they recover it. And both teams do have all 3 timeouts. Thank you for reminding me of that. But in a defensive ball game, how fitting is it that we have a huge defensive play on a blocked extra point to keep it a 1-point ball game for the Bearcats. Brock going to return deep, but we can all but guarantee that this is going to be an onside kick at this point. 2 minutes left. Momentum on the Wolverine side, so the Bearcats definitely need to recover this onside. And there it goes. Ball's going to be recovered by Hoffmeister. Good job, Hoff. First and 15. Bearcats ball at the 40-yard line. And that ball looks like it just went right off of Hoffmeister's bone on his ankle. So he's going to waddle off. 1:51 left in the ball game. Both teams have all their timeouts. So we'll say two first downs. Branson needs to get 1 first down for sure. Pitch back. Brock Doherty. He's going to make a cut. We're going to have a flag on the play. It's going to be a face mask. Doherty's still on his feet.
Tackle finally made by Tim Provost, but we do have several flags down.
And we got more than 1 flag on the play. Brock's helmet is way up on his forehead. That's definitely going to be a face mask. So we'll move the ball 15 yards. Ball will be put at the 25. So Bearcats will have it 1st and 15 from the Wolverine 25. Oh, they're going to make it from the spot of the foul. So it'll be from the Wolverine 28, we'll say. It's going to be an automatic no matter what. So we'll reset the chains. We'll call it a first down.
Automatic first down after the face.
Ball on the 28. Minute 42 left here in the ball game. And we're going to have an official timeout. What are we doing here?
It was not an automatic first down. It's 15 yards, resulting in, looks like about a 1st and 3.
Okay, so we're not resetting the flags, but it will be 1st and 3. Owen Doherty under center. Brock Doherty in the backfield. Pitch back to Brock on the left side. Brock going to hit the corner and be pushed out of bounds.
Forced out of bounds by number 2, Talon White.
That'll be enough for a first down for the Bearcats. Minute 37 left. Bearcats need 1 more first down, and they can effectively run the clock out at that point. So we got first down, ball on the 22-yard line. Hoffmeister checking in.
Kate Smith had blood
And we got Smith coming out. He had blood on his hand, I think. Pitch to Doherty on the right side. And Goodwin is going to take him down for a loss of 3 on the play. Timeout, Cheraw, minute 25 left. 1.5 left in the ball game. Bearcats lead 21-20 in what is a huge defensive game. I mean, both teams offensively very high-powered. Bearcats averaging close to 60 points a ball game last year. In fact, on multiple occasions, hung up 70, 77 points. So, you know, to be at a 20-21 ball game with 2 high-powered offenses like that, this is a treat to watch if you're a defensive football fan.
The key is, once you shut it off, leave it off, because it might reset back to, yeah, I know it always goes back there, and I
Quite
do
a lot of
actually.
anxiety.
And Wes, for you having all that anxiety and you not being a football fan, just imagine watching this, being a Bearcat football fan. Big shout out to my friend Wesley Hunter, best cameraman in the business. Doherty under center, spread formation. Ball took play. Peyton Cranston. What a gadget play. What a gadget misdirection. Owen looked like for a second he was going to be taken down, and then here comes Peyton Cranston right in front of him and just a little shovel pass. And that'll set up 3rd and 5. So Peyton did not enough for the first down, but still enough to push the ball further down the field. Ball on the 11-yard line. We got 3rd and 5, a minute 22 left. Branson with a first down. You're in 4-down territory here, obviously. With a first down, Branson can effectively run the clock out. They got Cheraw has 1 timeout left. And obviously with 3rd down, you want to get this first down on 3rd down, just to have that little bit of extra insurance and a whole new set of 4 downs. But when in 4-down territory, you get the ball 4th and 1, 4th and short, definitely it'll make it a lot easier than 4th and 5. So and credit the Bearcats all day today, rotating out 7 guys. Will and Liam seeing time on kickoffs, but really credit these 7 that are out there right now, battling and playing hard, in this mid-90s heat. It's a feat of Doherty to Cowboy, and Cowboy cannot catch the ball. We have an injury on the play. But as I was saying, it's a feat of human strength in human endurance in this kind of weather. Mid-90s. Right now on the field, it's got to be 100 degrees on the field. Right now, it's got to be 110 here in the booth. Well, okay, 115. Yeah, okay, we were 5 degrees off. But to rotate only 7 guys out, that's a feat of human endurance. So credit the Bearcats for that. We have an injury on the field. It looked like that was number 15, Marcus Reese. And let's hope the senior's okay. You saw him grabbing his leg, it looked like. And I think it looks like it's a cramp. Coach Tate, of the head coach of the Branson Junior High basketball team over there with a massager. So hopefully it's just a cramp. We'll see. Looks like they're taking that massager to the calf right there. So here we go, 4th and 6 for the Bearcats, 1:17 left. Branson really needs to pick this first down up in order to seal the deal. So we're going to call this the 4D Auctioneers Play of the Game. Facebook, some of the best online auctions in southern Colorado and northern New Mexico. Doherty under center, looking to draw them off sides. He's going to pitch it back to Peyton Cranston. Peyton around the right side. And he is not going to pick it up. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. And it's going to be up to the Branson defense once again to come up with the big plays. As the Bearcat offense could not run the clock out. Coach Cranston going to have to go back to the drawing board and come up with a better offensive scheme, a more efficient offensive scheme next week against Sierra Grande. Panthers, one of the more high-scoring offenses in the state last year. So we're going to go spread formation. Provost in the shotgun. Going to have Reese in the backfield with him. Snap back. Looking to pass. And Reese going to be not taken down by a host of Bearcats. And that's going to stop the clock with 56 seconds left. And that's going to be the last timeout for Cheraw. Just under a minute left in the ball game, Wes. And right now, if we need a defensive stop right now or a big defensive play, right now is the time, you know. See what kind of arm Provost has. I've been lauding over his arm all day after watching film of him last year, and I'm really still wanting to see that big arm. I just am hoping it's not a completion on that big arm.
Great kid, too. I had him roofing with me all summer.
No, it's a hard-working, good kid, too.
He was fun.
Sitting in here with the math teacher for Cheraw, and can't stop saying enough good things about Mr. Provost. They're all good kids, you know. And not being able to be at Branson teaching this year, after taking a position to teach in my hometown Aguilar, you know, the relationship I had with these kids is Provost drops back, and he's got Harris wide open, but Harris just couldn't find it, it looked like. But really gotta just, you know, credit the relationship I made with the kids over the course of the year, come back and be able to be a part of this and you know, come support the boys here. And, you know, Aguilar, we merged with Levita, so Friday night we're going to try to make it to the Levita game and watch Levita and support those Aguilar boys tonight. And, you know, they're good kids and, you know, definitely deserve all the support that they can get. 50 seconds left, 3rd down, 17 yards to go. Provost in the shotgun. He's going to give it to Reese. And Reese is going to take it to the right side. He's going to bounce off of Hoffmeister. And we're going to have a first down.
We have a first down, Wolverines.
For Cheraw. 45 seconds exactly left on the clock. Nice carry by Reese. Or was that Raider? That was Raider. That's a cool football name, Trenton Raider. He's not a Raiders fan, is he?
I don't think so. Nobody in their right mind is.
So, Twins left.
Provost drops back.
Provost drops back, looking for Harris.
Intended for Harris.
And it's going to be broken up by Hoffmeister. Great defensive play by Hoffmeister to get a hand on that to prevent the big catch. Cole has been picked on all day today, and he's been up for the challenge and has really shown up defensively in that backfield.
15 with 39 seconds remaining in the game.
39 seconds left in the ball game, 2nd and 15. Just a little bit longer, Wes. Why does 39 seconds seem so long? And 39 seconds is all the time in the world in football. Provost. Outside shoulder, and ball's going to be incomplete.
Brings up third down and 15.
Harris unable to bring it in. And it'll be 3rd and 15 with 35 seconds exactly on the clock. Would like to thank everybody for tuning in and and watching today. Would also like to thank 4D Auctions for their sponsorship. Provost drops back. Going to be met by Owen Doherty.
He pitches over to Brayton Harris.
And Doherty's going to be pitching to Harris. And Harris is going to be brought down in the backfield. 24 seconds left, and that's all but going to do it. 4th down, and very, very long. 15 seconds left.
4th down, Wolverines.
Bearcats need a hold right here. And we got a flag and an illegal procedure.
Against Cheraw.
So they're going to take off. They should take off 5 seconds off of that if it's inside a minute, right? Eight seconds left. Either way, time for one play. Clock is wound. Provost drops back. Hangs one up. Zero's on the clock. And the ball's incomplete.
Reese is incomplete.
Intended for Reese, and that's going to be how the ball game ends.
That's the ball game.
As the Bearcats squeeze the victory out, or squeeze out a victory, I should say, against the Wolverines. Final score 21-20.
Thank you all
As
for
we go into the 4D Auctions post-game show.
go inside to the gym
And
some volleyball, as the middle school volleyball has just
Wes, it was a defensive stand.
volleyball will fall.
It was a big defensive day, both sides. The Bearcat offense unable to really get anything put together, but you know the two big defensive plays, the 65-yard fumble recovery from Brock Doherty, the fumble recovery by Coulter Cranston, and the run-in from 5 yards out. 14 points off of 4 turnovers today, but none bigger than that 65-yard touchdown run to start the third quarter off. That's what really got the Bearcats going. And you know, if you were a defensive football fan, you were really treated today. It was a fun game. It was exciting to watch, as you know, we see both teams coming together for the Lord's Prayer, thanking, you know, God for another day, another game. Nobody got too hurt, just a couple of small cramps and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, and it was a big defensive game today, and it was awful fun to watch. So the 1-1 Bearcats, they will travel to Sierra Grande next week. I'm not sure if the game is going to be in Moscow or if it will be in Fort Garland, Blanca. I know they got a brand new school up there, so I don't know if they got the football field finished or not. So that being said, as we wrap up this broadcast, we once again just want to thank 4D Auctions for sponsoring us today. We want to thank the Cheraw Wolverine Athletic Department for hosting us and putting up with me up here in the booth all game today. It was awful tough. Look out for us next week as we take on the Sierra Grande Panthers. Kickoff is scheduled for 1 o'clock, I believe. And the link will be up on the channel later on this week. So once again, thanks for tuning in. I'm Coach S. Have a great weekend.